All right, now we got the shoulders. The most classic shoulder exercise there is the standard overhead press. I really like to do these with dumbbells instead of a barbell, but if you prefer the barbell, go for it. What I do is I have a neutral grip here. It's almost kind of like an Arnold press from neutral grip, and then I finish by turning the hands out. Now you can mix this up. You can do them neutral grip the whole time. I also really like to do one arm at a time. So after I've done a few together to get the muscles warmed up, I'll lift both of them up. I'll keep one up and then do them one at a time. Instead of doing it like this, keeping it at the bottom, this way you're getting more time under tension by holding the isometric at the top. It's the same thing as everything else. Inhale down, exhale up. And if you want to have a little bit more core engagement, you can also do these standing. Totally up to you. Just make sure when you do it standing, you're very aware of your core. You're bracing your core and you're not arching your back. Keep the hips nice and engaged, glutes engaged, and press standing up. Classic shoulder press. Next exercise. All right, now in this one, this is going to be for you guys who are working with bands. For the past year or so, until about 3 months ago, both of my shoulders were pretty badly injured from a wrestling incident with a friend of mine. So as I was nursing it back to health, this was one of the only exercises I could do pain-free. So check it out. You hook the thumbs like that, and you're going to alternate between a front raise and then a shoulder press in front, and then coming down with straight arms, front raise, shoulder press behind the neck. Bring it down with straight arms, up with straight arms, front press, and then you can get into a nice rhythm with it. So if the band is too light, you can grab a thicker band, pick your weight accordingly, and do those for high reps, and you're going to feel an amazing burn in your shoulders. And this is an exercise that's very safe for them. It's going to help rehab them and keep them injury-free in the long run. Next exercise. All right, now that we did the presses, we're going to do some lateral raises. I really like to do these on the ball because it stops you from going all the way down and it keeps the tension on the shoulders. So I go pretty light with these. These are just 10 pounds right now. I'm much more interested in really good quality reps and time under tension. And you'll find that it's really hard to hold that isometric at the top if you try to go heavier. And I see people in the gym doing these super sloppy all the time. And this is why so many people have so many shoulder problems. You're much better off going slow and controlled and spending some time on this isometric. The longer, the better. So after you've done a good amount of these lateral raises, all you do is just hinge forward a little bit. You can also just do this on a bench. Like I said, I just like the ball because it keeps it a little bit out. And for these ones, you just hinge forward, touch your thighs on your stomach. And now we're working the rear delts. So a lot of people, they look up as they do this and they create that kink in their neck. You don't want to do that. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. And same concept as everything else. You're going to exhale on the concentric. Inhale in. Exhale, hold. And down. Now, if you're not working with dumbbells, if you have just bands, you can use the bands with the cables and the handles, the lightest one, and do standing lateral raises with those. And then also the last one, I'm going to show you how to do it with the cables. All right, another phenomenal way to hit the lateral shoulder is by doing lateral raises with the cable. You put it all the way on the bottom. Right now I have this on the lightest weight. I'm gonna grab onto something, lean a little bit, and then do the lateral raise like that. Just bringing the hand up to shoulder level. And again, just like with everything, instead of just doing reps like this, just throwing the weight around, go nice and controlled, hold the isometric for a little bit, at least 1 to 3 seconds on pretty much every rep. If you wanna get that full stretch, let the cable go all the way behind you. Up and hold. Nice. And obviously you would do both sides. And now I'm going to show you how to do rear delt cable flies. All right, in this last one, I'm going to show you how to do rear delt cable flies with the cable machine. So you grab them with opposite hands. You can either grab it from the handles, or sometimes I like to grab it from the ball. So you're going to bring them across. Your starting position isn't with the hands touching because there's no tension on the rear delts there. You want to be at like right about right there. a little bit wider than shoulder width, and then you're gonna pull across and hold. So as I come back in, like I just said, I'm not going in all the way. Right here, there's still a lot of tension on that rear delt, and we wanna keep it there as much as possible. Oh, those are heavy. There you go. That's it for shoulders.